Hi, I'm Liv at Yogacrohnie, and this is a flow to help you find some peace, find some calm, and to let go. So letting go of maybe something that's happened in your day, maybe letting go of tension in your body. So we're going to be working with some nice slow stretches and really connecting to our breath and our body to come down for a nice Shavasana relaxation. So please bring in any props that you might want to work with, any cushions or blankets to help you find some comfort. And you will need a yoga block. If you don't have a block, don't worry, you can use a thick book. So come down, find what you need, and we'll start this practice. Okay, so once you've got everything that you want for your practice, we're going to start in a seat. So if you're using a rolled up blanket or a cushion, you can sit on the prop. So bring yourself down, and it doesn't really matter which leg is in front. So find what feels comfortable for you. So sitting on a prop will draw the floor up a little bit to soften the hips and soften the knees. So wherever you are, start to land into the space. Drawing down through the seat bones and stacking your vertebrae one on top of the other all the way up to the crown of your head. And you can close down the eyes or soften the gaze. The hands can come to the knees, either palms facing down or palms facing up. But just feel what feels good for you so that the shoulders can draw down and away from the ears into their natural state. And as you sit here, start to connect to your breath. It might be the first time that you've connected to your breath all day or all week. So as you breathe in through your nose, just notice where the breath travels in the body. And as you exhale, bring the air back out through your nostrils. And maybe start to see if you can deepen your breath. Maybe to the count of 3 or 4. And see if you can equalize your inhale and your exhale, making them the same length. And if your breath is high up in the chest area, see if on your next inhale you can draw the breath all the way down to the belly. The belly will expand on your inhale, filling up with air, and it will draw back down to its natural state as you exhale. You can take your hands to your belly if it helps you to connect to this belly breathing. So this belly breathing is a really effective way of calming the nervous system down. It helps us to connect to our parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest. So a place that we want to be at before we come to sleep, before we come to our beds. So really seeing if you can connect that belly breathing and really see if you can come out of your fight or flight and starting to let go and to soften. And everything that's happened during your day, if that's coming to mind, then just see if you can park it. See if you can let it go. With every exhale, letting it go. Just drawing your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. So you can gently flutter the eyes back open. And we'll start to move through the body. So we're going to take the hands to the knees if they aren't already, and we'll start to gently reach the heart space forwards. As you exhale, gently draw back through the spine and take the chin down towards the chest. Moving with your breath, inhale to reach the heart space forwards, maybe lift the gaze. And exhale to round back through the spine. So just working with these simple cat and cows. Inhale to take the heart space forward, lift the gaze, lift the chin. And exhale to round through the spine. As you inhale, we'll come back up to center. And you can gently place your left hand to your right knee. Place your right fingertips gently behind you. As you inhale, draw up through the spine, sit tall. And as you exhale, twist from your waist. So twisting your chest to the right. And we're not wrenching around here, we're not really eager to express this shape. We're just finding something that feels good at the waist, at the center. Twisting out any unwanted tension. Massaging the internal organs. So really let the seat bones ground down here, and as you inhale, we'll draw the back arm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, start to melt your left shoulder towards your left knee, drawing the right arm up and over. So just opening up through the right side of the body, see if you can keep both seat bones grounded. And as you exhale, we'll take that right hand down to the left knee and slowly draw the weight back, chin to chest. And drop the head down towards the chest. As you inhale, start to let go of the knees. Keep your arms crossed. And then we'll bring the back of the hands or maybe the palms together. So coming to your eagle arms. Sitting up tall, grounding down through the seat bones. Just see if you can find some space between your shoulder blades. So maybe you lift your elbows a little bit higher. Noticing if the shoulders lifted too, can you draw them back and down with an exhale? If this feels good, you can stay here. Or maybe you explore with your exhale by folding forwards over the knees. Slow and steady. And with every exhale, seeing if there's anything else that you can start to let go of. Any tension, any thoughts, anything that doesn't serve you in your practice tonight. Inhale to slowly draw back up. And we'll release the arms down by the sides. Coming back to your seat, if you've noticed that your legs are starting to feel a little bit sluggish, you can uncross them. You can windscreen wipe your knees left to right, and you can cross them again. Maybe you cross them the opposite way. So find that connection of the seat bones into the earth, and we'll find that twist to the other side. So right hand comes to left thigh, and left fingertips gently behind you. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, lifting out from the waist. And as you exhale, twist your chest to the left. So a really good way of wringing out anything that we don't want to keep hold of. Wringing out through our internal organs. And this time, as you inhale, ground down through the seat bones and reach that back arm up and over. Stretch it up high, and as you exhale, draw the right shoulder to the right knee. Just seeing if you can find some length through the left side of the body. And take that left hand down to the right knee and slowly roll it back through your spine. Drop the chin down to the chest, surrendering here into this moment. As you inhale, gently let go of the knees and draw either the back of the hands together or maybe the palms come to touch. Again, not worrying too much about the shapes that you're making. Just see how it feels in the back of your shoulder blades. You can lift the elbows if you want to explore into that. And you can stay here if it feels good. Or on your exhale, you can start to release, folding forwards over the legs. And you can draw the chin down towards the chest to relax through the back of the neck as well as the spine. letting go with every exhale. Lovely. Inhale to gently come back up. Take your time and release the arms. We'll uncross the legs. You can windscreen wipe the knees to relax through the hips. And then we'll come over to all fours and we'll take a child's pose. So you can take the prop out. So for child's pose, we'll take a really wide one tonight. So take your knees wider than your hips, maybe mat width apart. Tuck your toes together, the big toes, and gently send the seat bones back to the heels. So you can keep the hands reaching up to the top of the mat and sink your heart down, sink your forehead down. If it feels better to bend the elbows and take your hands one on top of the other and then the forehead down, you can. With every exhale, see if you can soften. Soften the seat bones down towards the heels. Soften your heart space and soften your belly between your thighs. Inhaling into the back of the body, the ribs will expand. And exhale to release and soften. Take one more breath here. And we'll slowly draw back up to a tabletop. So take the weight back into your hands, come back to your knees, and you can stack your knees under your hips. And from your tabletop, you can gently draw your hips to one side and we'll come down to a seat. So we'll take a forward fold here. So sit down on your seat bones. If you want to pop the cushion or a rolled up blanket underneath your hips, you can, for a bit of comfort and to raise the floor up. If your hamstrings feel tight, you can bend your knees. So grounding down as you inhale, draw up through the spine, crown of the head reaches tall. And as you exhale, you can fold forwards. Hands can be on the legs or on the ground. And here, gently tuck your chin slightly down towards your chest so that you can find length through the back of the neck all the way down through the spine. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, hinge and soften a little bit further. Every exhale is an opportunity to let go. Next inhale, gently walk the hands back up, stacking the spine. And we're going to come down to our backs. So gently, without any difficulty, roll down. Just make sure that your block is near you or your book. Rolling down, take your time. And you can plant the feet on the ground. You can windscreen wipe the knees left to right just to massage your lower back. So starting to melt down into the mat here, the shoulders heavy, the lower back heavy. So take your block to the side of you and plant your feet hip width apart, knees bending up to the sky. And as you inhale, push into the feet and lift your pelvis off the mat. We're gently going to slide that block or that book underneath your sacrum, so that a very low part of your back, the flat part just above your bum. So take your time to feel this, and when you're ready, gently let the hips soften down onto that block. So allowing the block to completely take your weight. You can take the hands either side of you, palms face up, to allow the shoulders to melt down even more. And you can heel toe your feet a little bit wider than hip distance and just let the knees knock in together. So really relax through the lower half of the body, allowing that brick, that support to carry you. Coming back to that equal breath down into the belly. If this feels good, you can stay here in this supported bridge. Or there's one last pose that you can explore, which is supported shoulder stand. And it's not as dramatic as it sounds. You can heel toe the feet back to hip width. And as you push into the feet, gently lift the hips and slide your block up a tiny amount, maybe an inch, just so it comes to the very lower back. You might need to try this out to see if it works. But gently bend one knee and then the other and start to lift your feet up to the sky. And the legs don't have to completely straighten, but with the block being a little bit further up the back, you can usually find a place where the legs just naturally float. Almost like you're floating on water. They just stay there, they balance. You can take your hands back to the sides, or maybe bend your elbows and take your hands overhead. And allow yourself to float here for a few moments. Allow your thoughts to wash over you, trying not to engage with them or to entertain them. Just allow your breath to steady you. Allowing the blood to draw all the way down from the feet, through the legs and to your heart. So a really calming posture. And when you're ready, you can gently bend into one knee and then the other. Place the feet down. And you can push into the feet and gently lift the hips, sliding the block out. Rolling the spine back down. Come down for your relaxation. You can straighten the legs out. You can keep them bent. Whatever feels good. Take the palms down by the sides and close your eyes. Completely softening and melting into the mat. Staying with your natural and neutral breath. Your mat will hold and support you no matter what happens. Here and now, let go of anything that doesn't serve you and just focus on your breath. The inhales and the exhales. Inhale and accept whatever arises. And exhale to let go of what you leave behind. Let go of worry. Let go of self-criticism. Let go of anger. And let go of things that steal your energy. Let go of any thoughts that drain your power. Let go and breathe. And listen. Listen to what's behind your thoughts. Inhale peace and inhale rest. Take a few last rounds of your breath, and with every exhale, see if there's any areas in the body that you can let go. All is calm and you are safe. And gently start to deepen the breath. Come back to your body. Make tiny movements just to draw yourself back. Any movements. You can stay in your Shavasana as long as you want to. Or you can gently roll to one side and make your way up to a comfortable seat. No rush, with as little effort as it takes you to get there. And when you found that comfortable seat, take one hand to your heart center and take the other hand on top. Connecting back, listen to your heartbeat. And know that every inhale is a new chance for peace. And every exhale is a new opportunity to let go. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. I hope that you found some rest and some calm in this practice.